Hey, what's up guys, it's Crete, founder of Trade. This video is going to be sort of a review of the past month of trading. Because you guys know that I don't share my results all the time, but when something happens, I want to make sure that you guys know. And this month has been a losing month. The month of July has been a losing month. And I want to make sure that I give some feedback on that and that I give you something useful for you to implement in your trading if you ever have a losing month. Because I think it's inevitable that you're going to get months like the past month where I lost 6.49%, I think. I'll put the right number, but I think that's right. But it's really important for you to get back on track after that. So I want to share a couple of things. Whenever you're going to get a losing month, okay, it's because of two things. And usually it's going to be a combination of both. It's not only one. So on the one side, it's because of variation in the market. It's just normal. The market varies. You're going to get losses. You're going to get winning trades. But it's totally acceptable, totally possible that for 1 month you're gonna get more losses than winning trade because of the variations. Okay, that's one thing. And then the other things are gonna be your mistakes. So the mistake you make. And this is also inevitable. It's normal for people to make a mistake. I don't believe that you can only be successful from now on and only make the perfect trades all the time. You're gonna make mistake. So that's the second part. So variation and mistake, two things. But now the question is, what was the biggest one in the past month? Did you make more mistake that you were supposed to make? Or was the market just crazy and you lost a lot of money? Well, as I said, it's probably both. And that's what happened to me. So I'll share a little bit about the variation, what happened, and then the mistakes. I think big key in the past month has been Brexit. So we had Brexit at the end of the month of June, and then we went into July. But quickly said, the market went sideways for a while. It didn't move that much. And so that makes trading a lot harder on the swing time frame. So as you guys know, I've been trading swing and intraday in the past month. And swing trading has really been tough because the variation didn't happen. We could get some signal, or I could get some signal, and the market just didn't react. The market just didn't follow through. And that's a big problem. I think my winning rate on swing trades has been about 30%. And I'm usually getting close to 60 or 70%. But intraday has been a lot easier and a lot more rewarding. So I've been able to get probably 70% winning rate and even more than that on a 500 chart, so intraday. But really the fact that I've been trading in bigger position for swing, because that's my primary thing, has made a bigger impact on my account. So that has drawn my account a little bit more. So Brexit has really been, I think, the key to kind of slowing the market. And then people were expecting things, were waiting for things, waiting for the FOMC, waiting for a different conference around the world. And so that has made it a lot harder. But as I said, intraday is a lot better for the past month. Swing has been tougher because of Brexit. And now I want to jump into a little bit of mistake that I made. So I don't think it's possible, as I said, not to make mistake. You're probably gonna make mistake. And I think the biggest mistake in the past month, and probably past 2 months for me, has been to wanting to try too many things. So before the month of June, I've been only swing trading. Okay, that was my primary thing. And then in the month of June, I started to implement day trading just to see if I could do it. And it turned out pretty good. But the fact of putting too many things together, usually or sometimes, are gonna kind of make other things crash, right? So even though I was able to jump into day trading, it's been a lot tougher for me to sustain swing trading and to really focus on that. So oftentimes I was noticing that I missed signals for swing trades because I was day trading, or other times I was not as focused, or I was looking at other things. I was looking at too many things, right? So all those things make it a lot harder for me to focus and concentrate on one thing. Now, on the one hand, this is good because you get kind of to smooth your profit curve, right? You don't get as much variation when you have many strategies and many things that you do. But on the other side, it may be hard to sustain, right? Because you do many things. So you might as well focus. You might as well do only one thing and focus on it. But the thing that I saw really helped was to, as I said, and I said it in a couple of videos, to schedule, right? To schedule my trading. To say from this day, from 8 to 12 or 8 to 11, I'm only going to day trade and I won't do anything else. Now you might just want to put a reminder to remind yourself that you have to check your swing trade if you're trading the 4-hour chart, right? Because this is really going to make harder. And the other thing I noticed is that whenever you jump to smaller time frames, such as a 5-minute chart, you're often going to want to optimize your entries on a higher time frame. So your swing trades, you're going to try to base them on a smaller time frame just to get the better entry. And if you see that the market kind of reverse on a smaller time frame, you might have more difficulty to keep your trade for longer on higher time frame. So that just a quick thing I noticed, because you're gonna get your quick profit and your quick loss on the 5-minute chart, but you want to have the same sometimes on the higher time frame. So you might be more impatient. Okay, so that's the trouble of combining two things. Now I've been able to kind of deal with this by focusing. Really, when I was day trading, I was day trading. When I was swing trading, I didn't look at my profit at all after that. But really, that's a big key. Now, the question from here is going to be, what do you do when you have a loss like that? What do you do when you have a losing month? Well, the first thing that I did, like now and before, is to reflect. To think about how you've done things, what you did right, what you did wrong. Because there's a lot of things I did right, for sure. And there's a few things I did wrong, right? I didn't blow up my account. I just lost 6%, which is pretty acceptable. But then the question is, how do you go from here? And the biggest thing here is to not change too much, right? Not change your strategy too much, not optimize your plan too much. Because the plan used to work, the plan works. The question is, are you going to scratch everything and go from like another strategy? Are you going to mix up everything and go like build a new strategy that you're going to trade? Well, that would be a little bit stupid, because you have your edge, you have things working in your favor. Now, if you scratch all this and go from like nothing and change everything, then you're really losing the edge. And then you're going to be, again, entering in the cycle. There's a nice principle that I heard about a couple of days ago by reading a book. And it's the idea of market adversity. So market adversity, whenever you're going to try something new, put on a new strategy, a new way to trade, usually the markets are going to give you a hard way. And you're usually going to lose at the beginning. Okay, that's just how it works. And I really believe in this. I really believe that whenever you're going to try a new strategy and you're going to trade it, at first it's going to be tough. Alright, just to make things harder for you. Like, that's just how it works. But if you start and have a bad month, and then you scratch everything, change everything, then you might get another bad month, and then another, because you're always going to change. So a big part of progressing over time is to not change your strategy too much, not change the way you do things too much, because you still want to know what works, you want to keep what works. Okay, so that's a big key. And the other thing is to not get discouraged, right? If you lose a couple of percent, 5-6%, even some people lose like 20% in a month, and even more than that. But if you get discouraged at the beginning of the next month, then good luck to have a successful month. Right? If you start to overtrade, or if you start to not trade enough in the next month, you're really putting yourself at risk of having another bad month. So that's about it, guys, for this video. I just wanted to give a few advice, a few things that you can do after a losing month. I'm still trading today. I'm still getting back in trading, because there's no way to go about things. You cannot win if you don't trade, right? So that's the big key, but you really have to not change yourself too much and not get overexposed to risk. Some people lose a lot more than you've lost, probably, if you had a losing month. And the key is to keep going, right? One of the trader I know, he's a good friend, he said, the big key about trading is all about consistency, right? You have to be consistent. You have to be willing to get back when things don't go your way. And you have to be willing to keep going when things go your way as well. Because you might quit when things are going right, or you might quit when things are going wrong. But in both cases, you're usually not going to get what you want. So that's the big key, guys. Like the video if you liked it. Let me know what you think. If you have any comment, put the comment below, either on Facebook and YouTube. Check out thisarttoday.com. We have a good podcast today with Adam Jowett, which is really awesome. So check this out, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.